and welcome to the first video on the Simply Stro YouTube channel. If you found this channel through the Skyline Lexi YouTube channel, welcome to the other side of my life. As you can see by the title, and no, this is not clickbait, my fiance and I, who some of you may know from my real life or the other YouTube channel, we have decided to literally move across the world to Australia. I've come to the conclusion that content creating is my passion, so I've created this YouTube channel to document our entire process on moving our life all the way to Australia. Not only will I be including all of our stuff about moving to Australia, but I'm also going to be including a lot of more lifestyle content on this channel to do with Josh and I's life. If you're interested in solely car stuff, go check out my original YouTube channel called Skyline Lexi. So if you'd like to follow along our Australian journey and learn more about our life, please subscribe to the channel. If I've learned anything about Australia this far into the process, is that they are very, very strict about a lot of things. So the process is going to take a lot of time and a lot of money, and I will get into that later. So right now it is currently February and we are planning to move down to Australia mid-October. Josh is an engineer and I am a dental hygienist, so we will be documenting all of the visa processes, how I'm going to transfer my dental hygiene license over there, what he's gonna do for work. And one of the big things that I found that's gonna be probably one of the hardest and most expensive things to do is to bring the dog to Australia as well. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is Ricaro. He will be 7 this year. He is an American Eskimo Cross and he is my baby. It was a hard decision to decide if we were going to take him all the way to Australia or not, but we have decided that it is for the best, as we don't know how long. He just burped. We decided that it is for the best because we don't know how long we're going to be down there for. So since Australia is a rabies-free country, their regulations and stuff that you have to do to import animals into the country is very, very extensive. So we've already had to start the process of getting him ready to go down. I will be documenting the whole process of importing him to Australia. I will be going into depth about how much money it costs and the different steps. There are quite a few. We have already begun the import process. The first step was to make sure his rabies vaccines were up to date, and as well as implant a microchip into his neck. The next step is for us to do a rabies titer test, which essentially tests for, I think, the amount of antibodies that he has against rabies. This is the deciding factor of when we are actually able to enter Australia, or when he's able to enter Australia, because after that test, the dog has to wait 6 months at least before they can enter Australia. The Australian government just put out new regulations, and when the animals arrive in Melbourne, they have to go through a post-entry quarantine. That quarantine used to be a 10-day minimum only, but they have now switched regulations to it being a 30-day quarantine unless you get the dog's identity verified by the Canadian Health Authority. This change was only implemented in January, so the Canadian Health Authority hasn't yet streamlined this process. So as of the filming of this video, which is February 18th, they still haven't decided that that is an option yet. So we are currently postponing the blood draw for the rabies test just to see if we can maybe wait a little bit until that regulation is put into place, so he only has to do the 10-day quarantine instead of the 30. So that's where we're at with Mr. Ricaro. I think I will update a video every time we complete a step, all the way up to him coming out of quarantine in Australia. So since we are getting married in June this year, it's going to be quite the busy year for us. Tell them what you want to do for work down there. Tell them about, yeah. Make sure you look here.
What do I want to do for work? Well, hopefully this giant grant comes through and we will be spending 3 years down there. And that's basically working on friction stir welding and different types of engineering of advanced materials for civil and kind of mechanical engineering components. and combining that with machining and additive friction stir deposition. We'll see about that. If not, I'm gonna serve coffee and surf and be a bum.
I don't know what any of that meant. in layman's terms.
Put metal into machine, rotate tool, make component in 3D. That's it.
Why did we decide to do this move?
Because we want to live near a beach and surf and scuba dive and catch painted crayfish and live in sunshine for a whole year or 2 or 3.
And maybe have a baby. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and we can't wait to take you on our journey with us.
You put the lime in the coconut.